Hi guys, my name is Lindy. 안녕하세요 여러분, 전 린디라고 합니다. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to dance WayV's Love Talk. Before we begin, I just wanted to give a big thanks to Jennifer for donating this video. In order to raise awareness and help contribute to the Black Lives Matter movement, I've now opened up commissions for dance tutorials and covers. Check out the link in the description box below for more information. Cool, so you're going to be seeing a screen now that has the times for everything. So if you just want to go to the end and watch it with counts or go to a specific part, you can do that. I'll also be putting the times in the description box down below. So to begin, I'll show you on time and then I'll break it down. So it'll be 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1. Good. So starting with the hands, so they're going to be in fists. You're just going to punch down and they can cross. So they're just going to punch, and when you do that, you're going to jump by bending your legs, and then when you hit, you're just going to jump up. Cool. So one more time. It's just going to be ready and punch and jump. Yeah. And your body's facing the right. So moving on, after you punch, it's going to be the cross with your hands. So what you're doing, still in fists, your hands are going to come up to a Y position with your palms facing either side. Then they're going to come in front of your body, making an X position. And then they're going to finish down by your sides, just with your arms out, still in fists. Good. And so while you do this, the legs up and down. So if you look from the side, when you press up with your hands, you kind of press up off of your right foot. Then when you bring your arms down, you slowly bend your legs. Yeah. So, and your left foot is in front of the right foot. So up and down, you're just bending your legs with your right foot behind. So from the top, we're going to do it one more time. It's going to be 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, good. So moving on, so after around 2, 3, your hands are going to press up and you're going to do the Charleston. So what that is with the hands, after you bring your arms down, you're just going to push them forward with the palms facing forward, and then you're going to pull your body forward, up. Yeah. So your hands are pressed out. You're just going to bring them behind your body so that the palms are facing backwards, and that'll bring your body forward. So what the legs are doing, when you pull your hands forward, you're just going to be pushing up and bringing your right foot forward, and then you're going to start the Charleston. And what that is, you're going to start your right foot. It's going to twist the heel to the left when you land on your right toe up when you're up front. Then it's going to come back and do the same thing behind. And what the left foot is doing is just the exact opposite. So your left heel is going to go to the right when you twist your right foot in front. And then when it comes up, your left foot twists to the left and your right foot twists out. So they twist out and then end when they land, both the heels. Yeah. And you're going to be doing that front and backwards. So it's going to be one in front, then twisting the heels out when you raise, and then twist the heels back in again when you land your right foot back. And when you do this, try and keep your body weight on your left toe, and your right toe will hit, but it's going to be mainly the left. When you up and down, pull, twist, twist, just stay on your left. Good. So twist forward, twist out when you come up, and then twist back. Cool. So moving on, after you pull, twist, twist, it's going to be the shoulder movement and clack. So what that is with the hands, so you're going to be hitting your right hand to your left shoulder, then you're going to be hitting down your left shoulder, keeping your head straight forward with your right shoulder up, and then your right arm's going to come sweep down your left arm like it's brushing it off. So it's going to be pull, twist, twist, hit down, and swipe. Good. So moving on, so after you hit down and swipe, you're going to be taking steps to the right. So all that is with the legs, you're just going to take, after you swipe, take a couple steps to the right. Doesn't really matter, they just are changing formations. Then hop onto your left foot, picking up your right heel, and then you're going to land with your knees bent, and that's when you're going to clasp your hands. So your hands, after you hit and swipe, step, step. When you jump on your left foot, you're going to open up your hands so that your palms are facing forward, and they're kind of at waist or stomach level, and you're going to be popping your chest forward when you pull back your arms. And then you're going to hit them together, just grabbing in a fist when your legs are down and your knees are bent, and kind of hunching your back. Good. So if you look from the side, you can see it's going to be jump, popping out your chest, and then when you land, bend your knees, you're going to be hunching your back and grabbing your hands forward. Good. So one more time, we're going to be doing it from the pull. So it'll be pull, 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1. Good. So we're going to do it one time from the top. Cool. So it'll be 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1. Good. So moving on, I'll show you one time and I'll break it down. So it'll be 8 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So what that is with the hands, so after you clasp your hands together, your hands, they're going to be opening up in a diagonal with your right hand forward up to the right and your left hand down with your palms forward. And then they're going to bend at the elbows so that your hands are just touching your chest with the palms facing the chest. And then you're going to push your arms out to the right so that your body's now facing the right. So one more time, it's going to be hands clasped together, open diagonal, chest, right, and then come back to the chest. Yeah. And then they're going to move on. So moving on, so after you've out chest, right chest, you're going to be sweeping your hands up to this position. So what that is you're going to keep your left arm at the chest and your right arm is going to straighten out and sweep around in front of you. And when it gets to your left elbow, you're going to pretend like you're putting on your left shirt sleeve, but still keeping your palms facing down at this point. And then you're going to bring your right hand down to your waist and your left arm is just going to twist at the elbow so the palm is facing the right and it's up in this kind of ballerina-esque pose. Cool. So one more time with just the hands, it'll be open chest, right chest, sweep, put on the shirt, bring up your left hand. Good. So what the legs are going to be doing at this point, so when you jump out, they're not really doing much. When your hands first come up, all you're going to be doing is you're just going to be bringing your legs out, so they're going to be together, and then just jump open to this triangle pose, a little bit wider than shoulder width. Good. So again, open your legs, and then they stay there when your hands come to your chest, and then when you push to the right side, they stay there again, but when you pull in your hands, you're going to be bringing in your left foot, keeping your body weight on your right foot. So with the hands, it's going to be 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and just come up. Good. So on the 4 and, what your feet are going to be doing, they're just kind of going to be replacing. So your left foot's just going to take a step, and then your right foot's going to come over in front. And so that's going to be after you pull, and then as you start your sweep, just kind of set up your legs so that they're now the right foot in front of the left. So moving on, so after your left hand comes up, you're then going to be switching your hands. So all that is, your hands, your left arm is up and your right arm's down by your side. And now your left arm's going to come down. It's going to start coming to your right hip, and then it's going to finish by tracing your left leg as you bring up your knee, and you're just going to straighten it out, letting your fingers trace your leg. Yeah. And as you do that, you're going to be leaning your body to the right as you trace your arm down. So it's going to come down and then lean to the right as you bring up your knee. Good. So what your right arm's doing, when your left arm's coming down, your right arm's just going to be coming up. So it starts at the waist and then it's going to come up kind of to your chest, not bending your arm, just kind of bringing it up, keeping your arm straight and your hand flat. And then you're going to bring your hand up so that it's kind of what the left hand was doing, but now on the right side. And you're going to pull your head, turn it to the right. So the hands are just going to be, if you pull up, left arm comes down, the right arm starts coming up, crossing over the chest, then your left arm traces your leg, and your right arm just takes your head to the right. One more time, after you clap to the hands, it's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and. Good. So after you 4, 5, and, what you're going to be doing moving on is the kind of the arm pump things as you jump to the left. So what that is, what you're doing after you bring your arms up, you're going to be pumping your hands. So you're going to start with the legs. What the legs are doing, you're just going to take a step with your left leg, then jump, bringing up your left leg, bringing your right foot in, land on your left leg, jump in your right leg. So you're just jumping in your right leg and landing on the left leg, and you're going to be doing that 3 times. So what the hands are going to be doing, after you pull up, they're going to be pushing, so they're going to be in fists. You're going to be pushing your right hand down when you step with your left leg and pulling up your left hand, just bending at the elbow, and your shoulders, they're going to be shifting towards the left. Yeah, so your body shifts towards the left, moving your chest when your left arm comes up. Then when you bring up your right arm, your chest comes back to the middle and your left arm goes straight as your right arm comes up. And then when you land again with your left foot, that's when you're going to switch your arms again and pushing your chest to the left. Yeah, and keeping your head forward this whole time. As you one more time jump, bringing up your right arm, and then pushing your left arm and chest. Good. So we're going to do it one more time from the 5 and. So it's going to be, after you, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. Good. So one more time from the hand clasp. So it's going to be 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Yeah. So moving on. So after you do the 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1. So what that is, starting with your hands, after you do the hand pumps, you're then going to be bringing your hands up as you take a step with your right foot. So your foot literally just does a small step kind of in place. And then you're going to start by bringing up your elbows and then your wrists and really milking your wrists up. So kind of getting the tension in your arms, tension up, and then they're going to cross to the left. So it's just going to become up. And then they're going to make an X on the left side. And what that is just hitting your arms one in front of the other. They can be open and it's just right in front of your left waist. So it'll be hands up, then slap and roll. And so what the roll is, so after you've done the cross, they're just going to roll in fists towards the outside of either side. 1, and then a half time, they're just going to come straight down once they get to the top, and they're going to point down with their fists pointing towards the ground till they open up with a flat hand. Yeah. So that's going to be 1, 2, and 3, and. Good. So what the legs are doing, so they're just going to take a step on the first one, step on the second one, and then they're going to come in on the roll. So all that is, after you've stepped with the cross, just bring your left foot in behind the right, and then put your right foot just taking a step when you hit your wrists down, and then up. Good. So one more time from the pumps, it'll be 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and. Good. So moving on, so 2 and 3 and, 4 and 5. So what that is, so after you've hit your hands up, they're going to be crossing in front of the chest, and then they're going to push up above your head, pushing forward, then forward in front of your body, then forward down at your waist. Good. And so what the legs are doing, so when your hands come up, you're going to take a step with your left foot and prep with your right foot as you then push, push, push. Good. So if you look from the side, when your hands cross, round, down, up, when they cross, before they get to the top, you're going to have your feet in place. Good. So one more time from the hand pumps, it's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Good. So one more time, we're going to do it from the top. It's going to be 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and press, press, press. Good. So moving on, so after you press, 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 it's going to be this movement. So what that is, after you've pressed, so what the hands are going to be doing, they're going to push to the right side, keeping your arms straight, and then you're going to bring your right foot up with your arms and press your foot down in front with your arms in front of your body as well, and your body's slightly hunched and facing towards the right side. So after that, you're going to be picking your arms up and your knee. So if you look from the front, you're just bringing your hands up with your left knee, and then you're going to be pushing your arms and hands back, or your leg and hands back. And so what that is, you're just going to straighten your arms back and push your chest forward with the arms behind, and you're going to bring your arms down and forward as you press your chest back. So your chest pushes out when your hands are back, and then you kind of hunch it when your hands come forward. So your arms and your chest are kind of opposite. So push out and come around. Good. And so the legs are doing with that. So after your right foot comes up, bringing up your left knee, then all you're doing is just pressing out straight with your arms, and it kind of follows what your arms are doing, your leg. So just push out and then land your foot back down, and then you're going to do a groove. Some more time from the press, press, press. It's going to be 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1. Good. Yeah. So again, just pushing back your leg and then just landing it down before you bring your arm forward. So moving on, so after you press, 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 and push backwards, it's going to be this groove. So what this is, with the hands, after they press, push back, they're going to be pumping forward and back. So when your arm comes forward, you're going to be putting your chest opposite it. So it's just like you're kind of lifting a suitcase, but not all the way. Kind of imagine it's really heavy, so you only lift it a little bit, and then you're going to pump it forward, back, and forward again. Then you're just going to roll your hands towards your body, and then kind of yank something to either side. Yeah. So it's just going to be push your arms back, luggage, 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 roll, and rip it open. Yeah. So when you do the rip, you kind of like you're tearing something open on either side and then rebound back. Cool. So what the legs are doing after you push back, they're just going to take a small step when you pump your arms. And so then when they come up for the roll, you're just going to set up. So kind of bringing your feet so that the left foot is in front and pulling. It's not exact, they're kind of just changing positions, but so with the hands and the legs, we're going to do from the push, push, push. It'll be push, 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 and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Yeah, and so the chest, when we push, making sure it's really going opposite your hands. So it kind of like your chest is going, making kind of a rainbow formation almost in opposition to your hand. So it's going to push forward when your hand comes back, and then down when your hand pulls up, then kind of up and down with the chest, kind of opposite from your hands. So it's just pump and pump and pump with your head tilted to the right and kind of letting your legs bend as you do this, just pumping and making it opposite. Good. So one more time from the push, push, push. So it'll be 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, rip. Good. So we're going to bring it one time all the way from the top. So it'll be 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Good. So moving on, I'll show you one time and then I'll break it down. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So what that is, so you're going to be facing backwards with your left foot crossed over your right. Then you're going to spin clockwise if the ground is a clock, facing forward. So just spin, and as you spin, you're going to get on the ground. So you're just going to land on your left knee and your right leg out straight and your left hand on the ground with your head facing forward and your eyes up. So one more time, crossing your left foot, spinning around, landing on your left knee, straightening out your leg. Good. And so after that, after you straighten, you're going to be switching your legs. So all this is your right foot and your left foot, and it's kind of hard to show you, so I'll sit down and show you. Your right foot's coming forward in front of your left foot, and then your left foot is going to come back up, literally just switching spots, trying to keep the side of your feet touching the ground. So you're on the side of your feet, you're up on your heel, switch, and then one more time, you're going to switch back. Yeah, it's kind of hard slow, but you're just doing a quick switch. And then you're going to fall into push-up position. So all that is, you're just going to drop your hips and bring your hands to your left side of your body and fall to a push-up position against the ground. Then you're going to straighten your hands after that, straighten up, and then you're going to be rolling your head down and to the right. Yeah, so it's going to be after you do the switch. So feet switch, drop down, push up, and roll your head. Good. So moving on, so you're going to be bringing your hands around. So all this is, your hands are on the ground, they're going to roll your right arm first, and then you're going to bring your left arm up so that it lays on top of your right arm when it rolls all the way around. So just roll around, and then you're just going to land your elbows on your knees and facing the right side. So after that, you're just going to get up. So all that is just spin back to the right again, and then just stand up. So one more time from the spin around. It's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Good. So moving on, it's going to be 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. So what that is with the hands, you're going to be kind of slicing and hitting down to the right first with your right hand, and as you walk, you're going to be doing that. So you're just going to hit your right hand down and walk right, left, right with your legs, and open your legs, and then shut them again. So you're just kind of moving formations. So it's going to be slice and hit at the same time, hit, open, and together. Good. So after you hit, open together, what your hands, when they open the legs, you're going to be hitting both your hands down in blades, and then you're going to be bringing them back up again. Cool. And so after that, you're going to hit with your left hand, same as the right side, and then starting with your left foot, go left foot, right foot, and then you're just going to do a normal left foot again. They're kind of moving formations, so it doesn't really matter, but yeah. So you get up, walk forward, hit right, left, open, shut, left, right, left. Good. So we're going to do it one more time from starting when you turn around. Cool. So it'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and. Good. So moving on, so I'll show you one time and then I'll break it down. So it'll be 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, pull. Good. So what that is, the hands, so after you've done the slices, your hands are going to have your left hand pressed out in front but still kind of bent, and then your right arm is going to reach around to the front. And so doing that, you're going to lead with your right shoulder first, straightening your right arm back as you swing your right arm forward till it reaches the front, and then it's going to come down to your left side. So after that, it's going to come down and punch. And so what that is, after your right arm comes around, it's going to reach up to your right shoulder as your left arm pushes down to the ground, still keeping your palms open. And then your right arm, after it comes up, it's going to punch down again, and your left arm is just going to come to your right shoulder. So your right shoulder kind of comes forward, you punch down with your left hand open. Cool. So the hands one more time are going to be swing around and punch down. Good. So the legs, when you swing around, they don't do anything. They just kind of stay there with your left foot takes a step in front and it stays there. And then when you open punch, your legs, they just open up to the triangle position, a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, and stay there. And when you punch down. So one more time with the hands and legs, it'll be round and punch down. Good. And when you punch down, you can also kind of turn your knee when you punch as well. So your right knee can turn just a little bit with your body. So moving on, after you round and punch, so what you're doing with the hands, after you punch, your left hand is just going to hit your right shoulder, stay there, and your right arm is going to come up, twisting at the elbow, leading with your wrist so that it opens to the right and your palm is facing your face and you turn your head to the right as well. Good. So it's going to be the hands, swing around and punch, and then bring your right wrist up to the right. Good. So what the legs are doing in that part, after they come around, open up, when you have your right arm up, you're going to be twisting on your right toe. So bring your right knee to match your arm and just twisting up of your right toe. So after that, after you punch, bring up your hand and toe. Your hand's going to come down. So your right hand is just going to touch your left shoulder. And then your left hand is going to push down to the ground on the right side. And as you do that, you can kind of lean to the right. Good. So it's going to come around with your hands, touch left shoulder, push down, and lean. Good. So one more time with the hands and the feet. It'll be 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. So moving on, it's going to be this part. So all it is your hands, hand pushes down and comes up. What that is, after your hand pushes down, you're going to be doing the same with your left arm, twisting on your left elbow, leading with your left wrist, and your palm is facing kind of your head. Just twisting on your elbow, keeping your elbow in place. Good. So you push down, and as you do that, you're going to bring your right leg in behind your left leg, twisting your body to the left as you bring your hand and leg up. Good. So it'll be push down, bring up your hand, bring back your right leg, and your head's going to be facing towards your hand. Good. So moving on, so after you push down, bring up your leg, you're going to push and then come to this kind of initiation thing. So what that is your left arm is just going to push to the right. So just bringing down your hand with your palm open to the right, and then you're going to pull with your fists in front of your chest. Good. So it's going to be one more time, pushing down, bring up the foot, and then pull to the chest. Good. So what the hands and the legs are doing, so after you bring it back, pull to the chest, when that happens, as you push, your legs can stay there, but then bring your leg forward when you pull your hands to the chest. So just bringing your right foot up so that they're now facing forward. Good. So one more time, we're going to bring it back to the hand around. So it'll be 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. So moving on, it's going to be this part. So all that is, what your hands are going to be doing, they're going to be initiating down and kind of rebounding. So what that is you're just going to do a small bounce down with your hands and then let them open up when they come up and around. And then they're going to go to either side of your body and press down, down. Yeah, so it's just bounce around, down, down. And the first down is at your shoulders and the second down is kind of at your waist. So what the legs are doing, after you pull forward, bounce. When they bounce your hands, you can also bend your knees when you bounce down and push up off of your left foot when you come around. And then when your hands press down, down, you're just going to bring down your left foot and bend down, down with your knees. Cool. So one more time, after you bring your hands up and pull, bounce, down, down. Good. So moving on, so after you bounce down, down, you're just going to be walking forward until they then pull. And so what that is you just bounce, bounce, down, down, walk forward, reach your left arm out to the right with your left leg back, and then you're just going to pull your body forward and take some steps to the right with your left and then right. Yeah. So one more time from the hand around, it's going to be 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, down, down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So one more time, we're going to be doing that back from when you spin around. Cool. So it's going to be 8 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. I love the way you're talking to me. Good. We're going to do it from the top with counts. 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now we're going to do the whole dance with lyrics from the top. Cool. So it'll be 5, 6, 7, I can hear it calling from where you are, loving the way you wanna talk. Touch me, tease me, fill me up. Touch me, tease me, fill me up, call me when it's after dark. Something in the way you wanna talk. Touch me, tease me, fill me up. Touch me, tease me, fill me up. Ooh, tell me, babe, tell me how you like it, babe. I don't even know your name. I love the way you're talking to me. Ooh, tell me, babe, tell me how you like it, babe. I don't even know your name. I love the way you're talking to me. Good. And that's all for today's video. If you liked today's video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss any upcoming videos. 여러분 오늘 봐주셔서 감사드리고 이 영상을 재미있게 보셨으면 구독, 좋아요하고 댓글을 많이 남겨주세요. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.